All right, Major League Baseball and these umpires with the ABS system wanting to be implemented. Of course, it was there in spring training. It was there in the All-Star game. I understand not only why the umpires don't want it for obvious reasons. It's going to take jobs away from these guys. You see these crews of 4 men. You don't know what that 4th guy is going to do. It's going to devalue the importance of that home plate umpire. And I get that they have a tough job. But the kicker to this also is that players actually want those umpires to be there. And it's not because they like them. It's not because they have a relationship with them or they built some type of rapport with them. It's not even because they respect the tough job that they do. It's simply because, looking at this from the players' rep side of things, the catchers are important when you have human umpires. Why are they so important? Well, if you go back and watch a Major League Baseball game from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, maybe even the early portion of the 2010s, catchers are all, crouching down that same way. Every catcher looks identical. Some might be taller, some might be shorter. Maybe the equipment changes. But now come the 2020s and the later portion of the 2010s, you see these guys catching on one knee. You see them extending their leg in different ways. Why do they do that? They do that to try to steal strikes. And a catcher who can steal more strikes and make the umpire call pitches differently, that's a valuable commodity because of the advanced defensive metrics, obviously, that are used amongst all of the other fielders on the baseball field, but especially with the catchers, because stealing that strike is something you can measure. Framing the pitch, not only in the way that you set up to receive the pitch, but in the way that you bring that glove down, that is something that is measured by these advanced fielding analytics, and it's something that the players and the players' agents for these guys that go behind the dish can sell to teams and say, okay, I stole 5% of pitches that should have been balls based on what the strike zone is normally, and I brought them in for strikes. And that's a very valuable thing. Stealing strikes contributes a long way to getting outs, especially as these pitchers only go, 5 innings and your starter does a good job. It's very valuable that if you're only going to create 15 outs, and if you could steal strike 3 especially, you're help creating an additional out that wouldn't have been available. So that's why the players want to make sure that ABS system is not brought in. It's not because they love the human element. It's not because they have a rapport or a relationship. It's because there's more money in there for their catchers that are represented by the players union.